Okay, so let's just jump right in. The three cards that came out here, the Ten of Wands, okay, the Wheel of Fortune, and the World card. I'm so very excited about this because this is what our overall energy is right now. Let's go to the beginning. The Ten of Wands. This is a lot of burden. Okay, so what I'm feeling is for a lot of you, you have been carrying a lot of emotional baggage and physical baggage for quite some time. For a lot of you, I'm hearing 10 years plus. For some of you, I feel like it's been in the last 3 to 4, possibly 5 years. But this has been an ongoing situation for most of you. And so with that being said, this is responsibility as a parent. For some of you, this is work responsibility. Some of this has been expectations coming from the people that are closest to us, friends, family members, but a lot of emotional baggage as well as physical work here that is feeling very burdensome. And I feel like for most of us, it has been something that's been building over time because I'm feeling the weight of this. This isn't really for the collective, something that's just been happening for the last couple of days or weeks. This has been a buildup of months and years. For most of us, it's been years. But the good thing is with the Wheel of Fortune right next to this, is that things are soon to change in our favor here. The Wheel of Fortune always states that, you know, we all get a turn at the ups and downs. So I do see that there is going to be a change for the better that comes through here and will alleviate some of this emotional and physical baggage that has been experienced here. The World card also pops up. And this is closing of a cycle, okay? The significance of these two cards next to each other. And, you know, anytime we see the Wheel of Fortune, it is good to know that things are going to be happening, you know, in our favor. But the World card also backs this up even more in a detailed manner to say that not only are things going to work in our favor, not just at a temporary level, there are some things that are coming to a completion, that are coming to a close. So I feel like for a lot of you that have been experiencing a lot of emotional and physical baggage, those behaviors, those cycles, those individuals are not going to be going to this next stage in your life. At this point in time, I feel like there's certain cycles that are going to completely close out, which is great. This is like finito. There's going to be a change, and a change that comes for the better, but indefinitely. So I'm very, very excited to see that. Let's go in a little further here. Outside influence. Yes. Okay. Ace of Swords. Okay, Ace of Swords is also very prominent here because this is mental clarity. So there's either going to be something or someone that brings some mental clarity that helps close this cycle out indefinitely. I'm hearing that for some of you, you're going to have some mental clarity about the outside influences around you. There is a state of confusion that some of you have been in pertaining to people around you and not knowing where you really stand, what their motive is, how they're really feeling. Okay, and so there is going to be a moment of mental clarity here. Let's get some more information. Okay, had a card that fell. Let me just grab this here. All right, yes, we did get the Emperor. Okay, so I feel like there is going to be there is going to be a level of control that needs to be, I'm hearing self-control on your part, Aquarius. You're going to have a little bit more self-control to not put yourself in situations of burden. And with this mental clarity, I feel like this has been a long time coming. For some of you, you have seen certain red flags, or you've seen things that you've denied because these are people that are closest to you. We never really want to think the worst of people. We are looking at full details, but a lot of times we feel like there's more detail that we might need to know. Although we do cut people out, and definitely when it comes to that point, there have been some people around us that have even been possibly trying to control, trying to control how we operate towards them, but I do see some mental clarity coming in here pertaining to this, and this is why things are going to change and why this cycle is closing out. Let's see. All right, so we do have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is always going to represent being free and having the sense of peace in a way. So we're talking about having the freedom to do the things that we like to do, be around the people that uplift us, finding that domestic happiness when it comes to the family life. But this was in reverse. So in reverse, it still has a very positive meaning, but you don't get all the time that you need to focus on doing what you love. Right now, I think because of these burdens here, there is something that is, or some things that are setting you, not setting you free is what I'm trying to say, holding you back from traveling, creative projects, being able to do some of the things that you love to do in your own freedom. It's like you've had some disruptions in plans. You might even be feeling like you're not being heard. You're feeling kind of invisible. Some of you might even be feeling like you are like on the outside of things. This is a very unsettling for most of us to feel this way. And it's like a lack of focus here. There's a lack of focus here, and there is a need here to really get back focused. And I think it's because of taking on other people's burdens and doing things for other people has fogged us a bit. For some of you, you're trying so hard to work on something, and here we go with this, being in control. You're trying to regain control over this situation and trying to get all of these burdens in line. And so there's so much, Aquarius, that we don't know what to focus on first. And this is what I'm seeing. It's like there's so much chaos. There's so many things to think about and take care of that it's kind of distracting at this point. All right, so this is what I'm seeing here. I think that we need some help from the universe, from our spirit guides, because although it's going to work itself out, for some of us, we might be feeling very overwhelmed by trying to, see this from a perspective of being very clear and getting control back over our lives and getting things in order. I feel like these wanted to come out. All right, yeah, so we have the Knight of Cups. All right, so I always feel like The Knight of Cups is like, you know, really stuck between both worlds. I feel like with the Knight of Cups, I feel like, you know, you're caught between doing the things that you love to do, being around the people that you love being around, but it's like not really having the know-how, the complete mental experience of how to move forward. And then we have the Fool card right next to it, okay, which is new beginnings, taking risks, having that leap of faith. So with these two cards coming out together, I do sincerely feel like, you know, there is a lack of focus because there's so much to focus on, and really trying to get things together and wanting this beautiful new start for ourselves. But there's just a lot on the table, and it's like, which one of these things do I pick up first and really get in order? I know personally for myself, I have been feeling this way in the last 4 to 5 days. So if you haven't been feeling like this might be something that you end up feeling. But just know that it's okay to feel this way. Anytime you start to get some mental clarity, some epiphanies, and try to gain some control over certain areas of your life, it is going to take some time to figure out where you start first, who goes, who stays, that sort of thing. So just know that you are going to see a turnaround. Right, so we have the Nine of Coins. So this is definitely speaking about rewards after putting that there is going to be some rewards. It's not quite the 10, but the 9 is definitely, you know, lap of luxury. It's a lot of rewards. This could be monetary rewards. This could be vacations. This could be, you know, doing the things that you love to do and obtaining the things that you've always wanted to obtain. So I do see this here. Okay, so okay, the Tower. Yes, yes. All right, so the Tower comes out because, you know, a lot of times people look at the Tower as a negative. The Tower is definitely a positive aspect because what the Tower does is it knocks down shaky foundations and it gives you an opportunity to rebuild. So this could be some things that are said, some things that are done. And usually it's very unexpected. Some events that happens, or something that's said, or a conflict that just comes out of the woodwork. Let's get a little bit more information pertaining to the Tower. Okay. Yes. All right. So the High Priestess. Okay, so this could be secrets, or this could just be an inner knowing that you know that some things are going to come to head. You just don't know to what capacity. There's anxiety. Okay, you might have some anxiety and some worry, but ultimately, this is destined to be. This is, you know, something that is going to be something that needs to happen. So I feel like this Tower moment is a blessing in disguise. I feel like there were some things that you guys were worried about, sleepless nights, those sort of things. But there was the inner knowing that something needed to give here. And I think that this is destined, this Tower moment happening. Okay, and so through this Tower moment, you know, this will release some of these burdens, okay, and it will bring things back in order for yourself. It will get the wheel spinning and turning in your favor, and then this will close out those old cycles, okay, old behaviors, and will ultimately bring you to the 9 here, the 9 of Coins. So let's look at what the angel advice is. I feel like for you guys, you know, just trying to sift through and get that mental clarity as to cleaning some of this up. between you and the universe and the wheel turning and this coming to a completion, I feel like the wheel is turning. So you are receptive. You are very intuitive now. You are more clear to see what is really going on. You know what you want to do. So you're taking more control over your life and over the people that have tried to control you. Okay. And so with that being said, you know, you haven't really had this time to really focus on what you wanted to do, and you are still trying to figure it all out. But you are looking to start something new and having that leap of faith. And there is going to be rewards here with this Nine of Cups, okay? But this Tower moment is going to happen, okay? And it needs to happen, absolutely. So out comes peace, okay? It says peace comes from remembering that only love is real. And I feel like for some of us, we need to acknowledge self-love. Some of us have been operating in trying to make other people feel comfortable and, you know, living up to other people's expectations. But you also have the Courage card here, and it says that be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. Yeah, so I know that for some of us, we want to save the peace, and people think that we can do this, so we go ahead and do it, and we don't really want to stir the pot by saying, you know, we don't want to do this, or we can't do this, that sort of thing. But we have to be courageous enough to stick up for our own beliefs and stick up for the things that we want to do and accomplish in our own lives. Okay, so have the courage there. Let's see what else we have. Pops out leadership. Okay, it's time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. Right. So we have to have the courage to lead ourselves into a better, you know, state of mind and into a better, you know, rewarding life. And then we can be able to teach people how to do that for themselves. If we start to take on and continue to take on other people's burdens, all we are doing is enabling, is what Spirit is saying here. And that's not going to help anyone in the long run. Overcoming difficulties. The worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. All right, this is absolutely amazing because we do see that here with the Wheel of Fortune and the World card here. This says that beautifully together, that the worst is now behind you and you are surmounting any previous challenges. This is basically what these two cards are saying together, and here it is confirmed again. Last card we have here is Spiritual Understanding. Archangel Raziel says that he is bringing information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. Okay, so for some of you, you really have a spiritual side to yourself. When we're talking about spirituality and things like that, I'm not talking about religious. I'm talking about your inner knowing, your inner peace, your own belief systems. Okay, and with this spiritual understanding, basically to me is saying, okay, we're also helping you with this mental clarity. You know, the Emperor getting more control over what it is that you believe in, what it is that you want to do here in your life, okay, and being a leader and being very courageous to implement your own peace and overcoming your own difficulties and understanding what's true for you. So I feel like this is speaking very, very true to you guys. It's pretty much confirming everything that we've just looked at here. Now let's get a message from the Spirit. Okay, let's see what our angels, spirit guides, and our loved ones have to say in collective pertaining to this situation here. Let's see what message they have. Okay, out it comes. All right, it says, Dear you, uncertainty is the new normal for the whole world. Things are changing at a rapid pace, and the old ways we once trusted are no longer reliable. But leaving the familiar behind can be a good thing. When we are pushed to step into the unknown, you are pulled forward into discovering new possibilities that have been hidden in plain sight. Check in with your higher power. Your soul knows better than your small self. Have faith in the support of a higher power and the infinite potential for your life. Right now, the advice we have for you is this. Try something new. Do something different. You know how it feels, or you won't know how it feels, what it looks like, or what the outcome will be if you do not take the first step into the unknown and experience the unfamiliarity. You'll be so glad you did, because the treasure will appear. We're so proud of you for being brave. You are so loved and supported. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely beautiful message here. You know, this is going to be the unknown, because this is going to be a change here. All right. And with the Fool card coming out, you know, alongside with the Knight of Cups, there is some uncertainties. There are some things that you haven't experienced yet. You know that you want to be happy. You know that you want to be whole. You know that you want to take this leap of faith and go into, you know, a different area of your life, move forward. And it says, have faith in the support of a higher power. All right. And this is what the Fool does, you know, has faith that this leap forward will be a good one. But you're also going to have spiritual understanding here. Okay. You're not going to be left out here to deal with this alone. All right. Spirit says they got your back. They're going to help lead the way.